you guys got them in such a variety of ways. I mean, there were obviously the interceptions, but then guys coming up with loose balls, causing them. I mean, it was just kind of all sorts of different ways that they were on it.
Right, and the big hits, and even the special teams turnovers. You know, it's our guys. You know, we consider that. You know, at kickoff team, that's the first down in defense. So I was proud of those guys. Some of the down the line guys were getting it. At the end, you know, again, it gets contagious, and I've been on the other side of those games like that, when just everything just falls apart on you. And so I feel for them. They're a good team. You know, they've moved the ball up and down the field on a lot of good defenses. I had a lot of respect for them, and I still do. And they moved the ball, you know, a good bit on us in a couple drives. We didn't tackle well, and trust me, it's never as good as you think it is. And when we get in there tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of negatives that we're going to point out. But I would be hypocritical if I didn't let them celebrate this and be proud of these turnovers. And they kept coming after me, Coach, that's 3, Coach, that's 4, Coach, that's 5. And I said, I know, I'm watching the game too. But that just means it's important to them, and they know how bad we all wanted them. So I was proud of them there.
Glenn, especially on that first turnover, you get a couple of guys who aren't necessarily mainstays on the defense to step in and make some big plays with the rip, and then with Averett scoring. To have those guys come in and do that, does that make you feel good about the depth you have when you're maybe it's not your starters?
It is, and I just talked to Devontae, because you guys are going to talk to him, which, you know, you should. He made a heck of a play, but first thing I said to him, I said, you know, tell me about that turnover. First thing he said is Mike Tay just got it out. He was just there to hustle and scoop it up and score. He played a lot today. You know, you saw Seth with a club hand. You saw Ryan didn't play. So those guys, it was a learning experience. And there's so many mistakes out there, just some alignment issues off emotions. But you love days like that when you get some separation. Those guys can play a lot. Those guys are going to have to play a lot today, even without the separation. You know, so they were forced to play, and it was good and bad when they were in there. But it's always good for them to finally have some game tape. You know, some substantial game tape to get corrections and to get better from.
Mike, how great is it to see a touchdown up on the board, and you guys haven't even gone out there yet?
Well, it always helps. You know, that's something that you got to give your credit to the defense, and our starting, you know, field position was just great, and tip your hat to special teams and the defense for getting those takeaways.
Anytime you can help yourself and add possessions in a game, it's really going to help your offensive production and overall team scoring. You know, so those things obviously help.
Mike, are you seeing Chris Carson continue to maybe get more comfortable and get more confident, perhaps?
Absolutely. He's doing a good job and has run the ball well in the first 3 games. He's a tough runner, and you know, I think tonight we were able to have a little bit more success running because going into the game we didn't know how low the safeties would be, and I think this particular team, you know, they were, you know, not as tight in their run fits with the safeties, so that helps you. I think our offensive line is improving as well. I think the running back core is getting confidence in them and them in the running game, so it's a good complement there. But we have to maintain balance, and being able to throw the ball for what we did last week obviously helped, and you know, and maintain balance throughout today. You know, 1st and 10, staying balanced is very important for us, so we can't tip off and just become a tendency-oriented team. You know.
You like where you are entering conference play and getting ready to go on the road to Texas?
Yes, there's still room to improve. We really have to focus this week on doing just that, and come to practice ready to work and get better.
On that maturity, I mean, that's one of the things I've sort of been struck by is, you know, things that have maybe gone a little off the rails in the first couple of games. You guys have found ways to get back on track. I mean, the defense, where they've been strong, they've stayed focused, they haven't sort of let up. I mean, you've sort of seen those signs of maturity come through in a lot of maybe small ways, but it's pretty evident.
Absolutely, and we still got more things to clean up in the maturity level. You know,
sure.
You get up on them, you got to keep momentum rolling, you got to keep doing, you know, certain things, but at the same time, it's really, you know, we didn't have that last year. You know, we didn't, you know, and I think with guys getting games under their belts last year, I think this year we understand, you know, you can't get caught up in the past. The past is the past. Let's go fix things and let's go get better this week. What can we do right this week? It's a new team, it's a new opponent, and they, you know, they don't care what you accomplished last week. That's out of their mind. They're playing a game to go win it too. So I think that's part of that maturity factor. Is not hanging on to the past, win or loss. Tomorrow we come in here and when we watch film, as soon as that film's over, we go on that practice field. It's time to get ready for the next opponent.
Lastly, for me, how big a game was this, momentum-wise, heading into Texas? To walk out of here, maybe not saying it's perfect, but feeling like some improvements were made, some areas that needed cleaned up got cleaned up, those sort of things.
It's a good feeling. You're excited. You're excited to see that success, but at the same time, like I said, this game is this game. This is UTSA, and you're excited. You're glad to see that, but at the same time, University of Texas is a whole new opponent, and you're going into Austin, so they're going to be ready to play. And so that's a great program down there. So we got to be ready and be focused for them and make our adjustments for them. Thank you very much.
I know offensive linemen love to run block, and to do it successfully. Teams haven't wanted you to do that the first couple of weeks, really loaded the box and done some things. How nice was it to have a little bit more room to work in there today and have some success?
It's exciting. It's a positive to come out of this game with. So it's always a good feeling when you can do your job up front and move the ball.
Chris Carson broke free a little bit today and got into the open field. I know that's something you guys have seen in the preseason, but want to see that more, and I'm sure OSU fans are going to enjoy that.
We want to see it. We want to see it a lot. He's exciting when he gets in space. He's an unbelievable athlete. He has been since day one when he came in here. A lot of us were like, wow, this kid's a freak. He's God-gifted and blessed with a lot of things, and he knows how to use them. And so we want to see him have that success. He's a great teammate and a great person to have on your side. So you're always excited when you have a guy like that goes and has success like he did today. You're fired up and you're excited for him.
I don't want to start off necessarily with a negative, but what's maybe been going wrong the first couple of weeks, and what'd you do to make it right?
It was just kind of some fine-tuning with my body and some of my form. And, I think that's behind me as well. And my snaps and holds have been perfect this game, as well as protection. I felt like it was just me out there kicking off sticks today, and that definitely made it a whole lot easier as well.
For the regular Joe out there, how tricky is being a field goal kicker? And you talk about the timing and everything. Is it like being a guy trying to hit a wedge shot in golf?
It's pretty much exactly the same as golf. There's a lot of little things that can go wrong that you kind of have to focus on outside of the game. And once you're in the game, you can't think about it. But there's definitely a lot of little things you got to focus on in practice. And I think that was some of the things that were going on early on and that I've kind of fine-tuned up till now.
Golf's a frustrating game.
Absolutely.
Same here?
Absolutely.
Are you a golfer?
I'm definitely not a good golfer by any means, but I like to go to the driving range and stuff.
Good Lord, Ben, you kicked 8 extra points today.
Legs a little worn out too, but it was fun. It was a lot more fun this week for sure.
The way you ended last year, you carried a lot of great momentum into the off season, obviously into this season. The way things started, were you thinking, uh-oh, or do you just know that keep working it and things will work themselves out?
I kind of, I was obviously a little down about it, but I can't worry about it too much because it's behind me. I can't do anything about it once it's over. So I just got to try my best to focus on getting better and not worrying about it, and knowing, last season I kind of had the same at the beginning, had a little things I had to correct, and everything turned out well last season for me, and I think that's kind of been my mindset. Everything's gonna be uphill from there.